Well, g'day everyone. We're chilling out here in Elysium as a friendly little gaggle of kobolds. However, danger is afoot, and the island itself is rumbling. There is an empire of troll kings united on the other side of the island. We are gonna have to stop them, otherwise it could be the end of the world as we know it. Now, our three allies are blue and we're green, which is pretty bad for us, which means we won't have early access to fire, which is kinda worrying as it's a natural weakness of the trolls. So instead we'll just start by moving to nearby villages and claiming their income while we explore our surroundings. Now some villages need some convincing to join our side, but we need the funding, and so do our mates as they claim a hamlet up north. We then jump into this pirate port and fight to take control. Our shaman is also repeatedly summoning snakes. They don't do much, but it's a neat trick I guess. Now we see that there's a new chief available, so we'll hire him to lead our new units as the kobold hatcheries provide us with a constant supply of pathetically weak units. But it's better than nothing. Now looking over here, our allies have a nice looking village, so I'm just going to walk up and take it over. Now some may say this is griefing your teammates, but I think it's just an economic redistribution plan, and that plan is make it mine. We're looking at our allies and the purple, and these lads are blasting through villages. The pinks are fighting a cockatrice over some rubies, and their chief got paralyzed, but they still take it down. Now since we're getting diamonds, we can hire a white goblin chief from the port who can fly through these forests and collect the new units from our hatchery. We then attack this diamond mine in our south while our white chief drops off the units at the port. Now we gotta take this mine. The dwarves get poisoned and slowly drop dead, but they do slay our wyvern knight. Well, we gotta replace them somewhere. Our blue bros, however, need a lot of reinforcements as they've been ambushed in an ancient temple by a cosmic horror, who puts them to sleep and blasts them with space lasers. Some try fleeing for their lives, but most of the army is incapacitated, and while they do deal a bit of damage, it quickly gets healed up. Now, we could construct a hatchery here to get more white kobolds, but we also see a dwarf mine up there with a ton of gold and emeralds, which would be very good for us. I decide, however, we can probably still build the hatchery down here, and by the time we get up there, we'll have enough resources to do the same up north. Now, our chief is going to run in with a small army, and the dwarves are tougher than us, but we make up enough numbers to tear them down. And the poison gives us good damage, but we're losing more than I thought, and... oh no, we're not going to win this. Shit. Well, we'll give our shaman a nice army and start moving north to grab it. Should be easy with the losses the dwarves have already taken. We'll finally arrive, but someone else is fighting them. Damn it. Purple rushes the mines and steals our kills and resources, but then they immediately go next door to the ancient temple, allowing me to take the mine, and they take on the moon horror that recently killed the blue boys. And yeah, more of the same. Sleep, fear, they get it down low, but then it starts draining health and kills them off. Too bad, so sad. I'm just glad I got my new hatchery. Now we're gonna do some recruitment so we can put together this massive stack. With this, we can travel east to explore even further and joining the pink team in on some battles. I'll grab some safe resources and watch my allies fight. It's not too bad, but I'm not confident against going up against the Troll Kings yet. Pink team has also found another mine with a ton of emeralds, but they've summoned a dragon here already, so yeah, that's just gonna be theirs. Now the dragons can't actually be controlled because they're stupid, and we're just gonna have to wait and see if it actually does anything. Oh, they're here. The Troll King attacks a small blue army, and while they do fight back, he's able to out-heal it. The hero he's with falls, but the king himself stands tall in a puddle of kobold goop. Now, I want to protect our mine, so I'm going to spend 100 emeralds on a ritual of grand mastery and gain the ability to summon an elder dragon. But this is going to need a lot of gold and some more gems and some snacks to convince the dragon to stay. So we still need to hold out on our own for now. For a possible look into what we can expect, the pink team's Frost Dragon just hunts a random elephant for fun and goes home. Not particularly useful, instead I'm gonna go down and attack the south side for more money. But then one of our scouts got trampled by a rogue elephant, and okay, I see why now elephant culling is important. Send my acknowledgements to the Frost Dragon. More troll armies are coming down from the north, and we need to defend ourselves. So we will call upon our protector, the Elder Dragon. Now he did eat a lot of us, but it is an investment, and I just hope he doesn't do something too stupid. He immediately leaves the mine and visits a small village as the troll army surround our hatchery. And the king's gonna splatter our scout. Well, on the way back to the mine, the dragon gets a taste for goblin, and it completely annihilates this army. Between fear, sleep, poison, and fire, it's just tearing through them. Oh, we even get to summon a small group of skeletons to stall attackers. Together they quickly pick off everyone, and we see why this dude was so expensive. Meanwhile, a troll king and his goblin shaman just steamroll this blue kobold army. They can trade kills with the basic goblins, but they're not doing much else. We'll lay down some gas traps in case of a siege, but I don't see them breaking in, especially with our new dragon spawn units. The blues, however, don't have this luxury and get attacked again. This time an old troll is blasting them with sleep magic while summoning wolves to bite into them like chew toys. In the end, they're just nothing but kibble. The pinks don't hold much better as this scary troll king force just walks on through, completely unfazed by the number of archers defending the village. At this point, I think we just want to play defense. Though our dragon does clear out that moon horror that was killing our mates, and now we can also take this coal mine for some extra gold, iron, and gems. Hey, you know what? This is going pretty nice. Now our friends are going to try and take on a small troll army at a village, but then they're instantly attacked by an old troll. They rush her, but they do so little damage. The old troll is just attacking them one at a time, not even doing much magic, and it just draws out the fight to be this long, arduous battle. The constant barrage of slingers and frost magic from the shaman are actually outpacing the heals as the old troll strategy isn't really working. There's a lot of dead kobolds, but they're not dying fast enough, and oh my god, I think they're actually gonna do it! They kill the old troll and swarm her! God damn! Now the blue team is gonna group up and keep the pressure on. They try to repeat this success against the king himself, but he's far more dangerous in melee. While they do damage him and inflict some pretty serious injuries, the Troll King is able to outmatch their combined might and kills them both. The Troll King then goes dragon hunting, attacking the pink team's Frost Dragon, and while it can kill the Forest Giant, it cannot stand against royalty. With that, I think it's time to make our move. We'll build our massive death stack and look for a target. We move to the northeast corner but are slowed by these carrion stalkers that keep interrupting our travel. We also catch a Troll King who's snuck past the front line and is orbiting our allies' bases. It takes some of our villages, but we're just going to move forward with the assault. Now these mushrooms are going to do nothing to us green kobolds as we are immune to poison. The King's army, however, is going to attack another blue army, and they manage to get all the weaker units, but the Troll King and Old Troll just cannot be stopped by such weak damage. They take shelter in a keep, but we now have our chance to strike. Looking at them, the Troll King is heavily damaged and they are alone, so we might actually be able to take this. We commit to the attack. Our starting units rush the walls, breaking down the way in, and start building poison stacks. The old troll tries to summon units, but they are quickly dealt with, and we add another wound to the Troll King. We keep attacking them, with the poison effectively neutralizing the health regen, and the Troll King is not long for this world. He finally goes down, and with that, all the focus is on the old troll. Her summons are put down, and so is she, allowing us to take the fort and eliminate their faction. Oh hey, we also got a cool frost sword from it. We're pretty hyped up, so we're going to get some more units just to keep swarming them. We've left, but it looks like the keep and the town next to it are getting attacked. The siege is slow, but you can guess what happens. And the small force we left at the keep gets crushed instantly. Now we gotta make a choice. Do we fight the light green old troll? Or the yellow old troll? We'll go green. The siege starts and we rush them, poisoning the old troll and shocking ourselves a little bit. They'll quickly drop dead. The other old troll runs, but we're chasing after them. A Troll King army moves in to try and help, but they just leave him behind. We take the fight and move in for the kill. We quickly take out the helpers and leave him alone. There's plenty of units here to swarm him, and he can't hold out forever. He goes lower and lower until he's finally slain. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with that trade. Now, there are some scary armies we probably can't beat at the moment, so we'll need some time to add more units and deploy this smaller but far more powerful army. Our allies are still functioning as meat walls, being able to take out some of the weaker forces with just sheer numbers alone, allowing us to stack up this insane force to push into their citadels. But first, Old Troll. They thought planting a tree would save them, but we just chuck it in a wood chipper and stack a ridiculous amount of poison on them until they drop dead and can't get back up. We also see the pinks are picking a fight, so we'll step in to make it a slaughter. Together we steamroll the enemy with our poison and their frost, scoring another elimination. We have our white army standing by, and we are so far ahead it's insane. We'll go head to head with this dark green army that we were fearful of earlier, but with our reinforcements, we'll happily throw ourselves into battle. Still, while we do take heavy losses, we've got more than enough to replace them. We are doing great in these fights, and we kill them all. We may even be at our final push. Even our allies are doing alright. But as we move closer to the troll's home, they use the most devastating power. Yeah, they crashed the game. And I did not save at all this run. Guess it's fitting for a troll, but those bastards, they will never accept defeat, but I will not let them get away with this. I start a new game, and that's not a message I was expecting to see. Okay, what the fuck is this spawn? Okay, let's try again. We'll start exploring, and we are at the bottom, but I'm sure we can grow to how we were before. Our new Fire Kobold allies fight the first troll army, and see, it goes well, burning them to a crisp, and... oh wait, they're eliminated. What the hell happened to their king? Yeah, looking at the graph, they're having a bad time. We get a poison dragon who, with some of our friends, just attacks a troll king chilling in a village. We were able to kill it fairly easily, all things considered, and our allies then hunt another small army, which gives us another elimination, I guess. The storm dragon here tries to hunt a king on its own, but it just gets clobbered. Meanwhile, our strongest allies and best matchup against the troll kings are up in the sky fighting with cloud people, I guess. At least they're winning. Now this is the last troll king, and he tries to fight our tiny army. This should be an easy win for them, right? Well... we've got a black kobold shaman, and they can summon shades, ethereal units who have a 75% chance to just dodge physical attacks. So once they go face to face with the troll king, he just fails to hit them, repeatedly. We get more and more as we just blast him. Our fire also is doing nothing as he's at some point obtained an amulet that gave him immunity to it, so he's just dying a slow, painful death as we kill him. Repeatedly. And that's a win. Well, that was completely different from what I thought. Kinda wild how two runs on the same difficulty were just complete opposites. I did not see an old troll that entire match. These dudes were on like the third highest difficulty. What the hell? Well, we picked up the win, and that's all that mattered. We didn't let these bastards get away with destroying the universe. You know, I think we all learned a very valuable lesson here. It's not about the size of the fighter, but it's about how much poison you can inject into their bloodstream before they hit you. Anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time.